Is this an effective way to buy and stack gold? All right, fine. Randy and other people who've been asking me, I'll say it. Welcome, everybody, to Empire Precious Metals. If you're new to the channel, I'm a guy in a bucket talking about precious metals, so make sure you blast that subscribe button, get the bell notification, click that way you get updated with any new content. There, I said it. Guy in a bucket. Today I'm talking about a rather innovative and interesting way to be stacking gold. A lot of people already know about these. These are known as Goldbacks. I'm going to talk about this in just a second. But those of you that are new to stacking, this is something that's only been around for, I would say, about maybe a year, 2 years tops. And we're going to talk about what these are exactly. Now, if you came across this video, you are somebody who is interested in buying gold, or you've been buying gold and you're still just looking for your fix of watching videos of hands and coins talking about gold. In this video, I'm talking about the effectiveness of buying gold in this form known as the Goldback and comparing this to, let's say, regular gold bullion coins. Now, traditionally, a lot of people within the stacking community and precious metals enthusiasts would buy silver and gold bullion in the form of bars, rounds, and coins. Myself, personally, I prefer to buy my gold in forms of the government-backed coins, specifically here in North America, the gold eagle, as well as the gold buffalo. But arguably, the American gold eagles are one of the most recognizable gold coins in the entire world. When you are looking to buy these gold coins, you can get them in the 1/10 ounce gold size. You could get them in quarter ounces. You could buy them in the 1/2 ounce, and you can buy them in the 1 troy ounce. And when you are buying these gold coins, if you buy 1 ounce gold coins, such as this eagle here, you're going to be paying less of a premium over spot for this gold. Whereas if you were going to buy 10 of these 1/10 ounce gold coins, you're going to be paying a higher premium. The reason being is that the process in which these coins, these 1/10 ounce gold coins, are minted is just the same amount of labor as these 1 ounce gold coins. So you're going to be paying a higher premium on these smaller coins, whereas if you were to just buy a 1 ounce gold coin. Now, what is happening is you've got a lot of people who look at precious metals as a way to hedge against inflation. You are locking your wealth into a commodity that is supposed to basically preserve your buying power in the precious metals form, because year over year the American dollar continues to be devalued at a rate of around, maybe I would say like 2% on average, give or take. So a lot of people like myself, they prefer to buy precious metals to basically store and hold your wealth to, you know, hedge against inflation. Now, when it comes to something like these, the Goldback, okay, this is something that's a little bit different. A lot of people in the precious metals community, they view the dollar as something that is eventually going to collapse altogether. And a lot of people do not like, and I'm talking about the precious metals community here, they don't like that the dollar was taken off of the gold standard. You basically devalued the gold and allow for the government to print dollars out the yin-yang. So these Goldbacks, which have been created by the company Goldback, are an innovative way to basically have a currency that is in gold. Now, people, and I'm pretty sure the overwhelming majority of you who are watching this video would agree that it is very difficult to get into a situation in which you can buy and sell products, goods, and services with a 1 ounce gold coin. Right now, at the time of the recording of this video, a 1 ounce gold eagle can go around $1,900 to $1,930. And we are looking at December 4th right now. So it would be very difficult for you to go to, let's say, a local coffee shop or what have you and say, hey, I would like 1 coffee. Here's a 1-ounce gold coin. Can you break that for me? People aren't going to be able to do that. They'll look at you like there's something wrong with you. But when it comes to the Goldback, okay, they are printed in these denominations on this almost like this plasticky material. And I'm actually going to be doing a follow-up video with the CEO of Goldback talking about everything when it comes to these notes. But the gold, which is basically printed onto this material and locked in almost like a lamination process, it prevents the gold from flaking off. You can't scratch it off. You can see here I'm scratching it with my nail. It's locked in there. A 1 Goldback contains 1/1000th of a troy ounce of 24 karat gold. When you go up in denominations, the amount of gold within that note increases. So, for example, the 5 Goldback has 1/200th of a troy ounce of gold. The 10 Goldback has 1/100th ounce of 24 karat gold. There's also a 25, which I have right here. And the 25 Goldback actually starts getting a little bit thicker. Listen to that sound as opposed to the 1. The 25 Goldback has 1/40th of a troy ounce of gold. And then once you get up to the 50 has 1/20th of a troy ounce of 24 karat gold. Okay, now when you let's actually take a look at the Goldback website and where you can buy these. So if you go over to goldback.com, there's some information here. You have the average exchange rate right there on the landing page. If you go to the About section, it gives you a little bit about their story, the team. You look here, it tells you that, you know, right around 2019 is kind of where the entire journey began for Goldback. What's really cool is if you go over here to the calculator section, it actually shows you, you know, this calculator that you enter the information for the transaction. So let's say, for example, you know, $20 is owed in US dollars. And right now for the average dollar, let's say, you know, the Goldback is like $3.75. You know, $3.75 per Goldback. So let's say the Goldback's paid. They gave you, let's say, 3 Goldbacks. All right, and then you hit enter. It's going to tell you, okay, they owe you an additional $8.75, or and so like, okay, let's change it then to 5 Goldbacks, right? So it kind of breaks it down for you. This really quick, easy to use tool. And then just to kind of give you an idea, I found this website. It's known as Finest Known, and it gives you a wide variety of all the different Goldbacks, right? You've got the New Hampshire, the Utah, the Nevada, and it goes up in the, you know, the 1, 5, 10, and so on. And it gives you the price. Here you've got some graded Goldbacks for the collectors, those who like to kind of collect notes and what have you, and then all the way up to the 50. And then they've got sets, and you can buy them in bulk. But this kind of gives you an idea as to how much the Goldbacks go for. So on average right now, we're looking at about $3.75 per every 1 Goldback. Now, if you wanted to buy and sell products and services, which is actually happening right now in these different states that have introduced these. You've got Utah, Nevada, New Hampshire, and Wyoming has been announced next as the next state that is participating in the Goldback program. You can use these to buy and sell anything. Groceries, you could pay for your lawn to get mowed, you could buy coffee. Basically, it's a voluntary currency. And actually even says right there, voluntary local currency, in which people who are enthusiasts and believe in the value of gold over the American dollar, you can use this to buy and sell goods and services. Now, when it comes to stacking, and all right, and stacking, you're basically talking about buying gold for weight. Is this an effective way to buy gold for weight? My opinion is no. It is not. And I will bring this up to the CEO when he and I speak. Actually, we have a Zoom call that is scheduled for this coming Monday. And then it's going to take me a couple days to edit and upload that video. But it is my opinion that stacking for weight. This is not a cost-effective way to do it. And the reason being is that just the cost alone, right now, if you look at some of the major retailers, it's going to cost you $5.78 to buy one Goldback. Multiply that out by 1,000 to get your 1 troy ounce. You're talking $5,780 to buy yourself 1 troy ounce of gold, whereas you can spend about $1,950 to buy 1 troy ounce of gold. So when it comes to stacking gold, okay, stacking gold for weight, most cost-effective way, in my opinion, is not to go in the way of the Goldback. Does that mean you should not buy the Goldback? No. And this is what I'm getting at. Even though it is not cost-effective, in my opinion, to buy Goldbacks to increase your overall weight in gold, it is still important to buy precious metals in various denominations, various weights, and purities. There's reasons why people will buy gold in the 1 ounce gold form, basically to get the lowest price possible. But then to get the 1/10 ounce, for me, when I buy 1/10 ounce gold coins or fractional gold, I'm buying this because there is a much larger buying pool of people who would be able to buy these coins from me when it comes time for me to sell them. When I want to sell 1 ounce gold coins, it's going to be a lot harder for me to find somebody to buy a 1 ounce gold coin, somebody that's just ready, willing, and able to just drop $2,000 to buy that gold coin. Whereas fractional gold, it's a lot easier for me to offload these. Also, it's easier for me to sell to sell gold in smaller increments. If I only want to free up a little bit of cash for something, I could sell off maybe a 1/2 ounce, or I could sell off, 0.35 ounces of gold if I want to, as opposed to selling off an entire 1 ounce of gold. But I always tell people who watch my channel, the best thing though that you can do is not get discouraged by the price of gold or other precious metals, and buy what you can when you can. I am somebody that I will look at the spot prices, and if I see a major dip in spot prices, then that would be a time that I would look and see if there's any better deals or pricing going on for a particular item. But I still really don't change my buying patterns. If I am ready to buy some gold, and I have a little bit of extra cash that I want to just kind of lock into precious metals form, I'll just go out and I'll buy the gold. Even if it's smaller amounts. Maybe if I only have $500-600 of extra money at the end of the month or end of the week or what have you, and I just want to buy a little bit, I'll buy, fractional. But people that are looking to buy gold and increase their overall weight in precious metals, but don't necessarily have the cash to buy a 1/2 ounce or a full ounce, this is a really good alternative. The other thing that's good about these is there are people within the stacking community who really do believe in the whole belief that eventually we are going to need to go into some other type of barter system in which silver and gold is going to be used as currency. And at that point, you're going to most likely want something like this, right? I mean, if you think about a natural disaster and you're without power, but you do have cash. I've told people all the time to have 1s and 5s for emergency funds, because if power is out and all you have are 50s and 100s, it's going to be a lot more difficult for you to break, a $100 bill if you want to just get, a bag of ice, than it is if you had, a $5 bill. So I do think that there is some value in buying Goldbacks. For number one, it's a good way to buy fractional gold at a, and increase your weight without having to spend crazy amounts of money. If you just want to buy a little bit, go get yourself a 10 or a 5 Goldback, or maybe 20 in all. And also because there are businesses that accept Goldbacks just like they do cryptocurrencies. The other thing too that you want to consider is if you are somebody who collects, that is another another aspect to the Goldback, which is very, very cool, in that they are, number one, beautiful, just like some older currency of the United States. If you're somebody that collects notes, they are really, really beautiful. You can basically collect these. They have got the 1, the 5, the 10, the 25, and the 50, not just for Utah, but they also have it for Nevada and New Hampshire. And like I said earlier, they are going to introduce them for Wyoming. So this is also just a really cool collectible in which the value will go up because of the collectability aspect. For a very long time, I wanted a complete set of the Goldbacks because I thought that the art was beautiful. And because I'm a stacking channel, this is something that I would like to frame and display on the wall. So there is the collectability aspect. It's just a really, really cool way to think about money and to really have a money that you can use that has true value, right? Gold is finite. There's only so much in the world that can be mined, and it is just a really, really interesting and unique idea. Now, I'm going to be asking, like I said, the CEO a whole bunch of questions as to, why should we buy the Goldbacks? I'm going to ask them some questions to, talk to us a little bit about the process. There's a lot of security features within these notes that prevent counterfeiting. So I will be asking a lot of these questions from a stacker perspective. And if you have any questions that you would like for me to ask, definitely make sure that you put the comments down below. We're going to be doing a series of these videos just because it's really interesting. And even though, again, these have only been out for about a year and a half, it is still always good to kind of learn a little bit more about these. And like I said, I will be asking some of the tough questions as to why on earth should anybody be buying, these Goldbacks in as opposed to buying, gold coins like these that everybody is a lot more familiar with. And other questions too, like, come on, who's really going to be participating in using Goldbacks for currency? Anyway, let me know your thoughts below. Do you own any of these Goldbacks? Do you think they're like a gimmicky thing, or do you think they actually have a lot of merit? And can you see these actually taking off? Just like, cryptocurrencies are being accepted a lot more widely now. And, I'm just curious, do you think this would be something that you would ever see being taken at your local grocery store? And would you be using these? Would you accept these as payment for services or something? Just let me know in the comments below. It's just very interesting, and let's just keep the conversation going. And I would like to quickly thank these elite channel supporters. And if you haven't already become a channel member, please check out the awesome perks and join today. With that, this is Empire Precious Metals. Until next time, long live the Empire.